I could tell he was laughing a little bit, you know.
Into the arena, the Don Juan Banks. Right now, we have a very special guest. We have Melanie, First Lady of ETA. We have Terrence Stageman, up and coming talent, and we also have Shawn Polston, which is very unique because I think we had you on one time before for like after Raw, but this is a very serious situation. I literally just was talking to Shawn about the situation. And so, none of this is, to my knowledge, is rehearsed or anything. All I can do is just respond to the situation that's just developed.
Well, I'll go ahead. You want me to go ahead and walk people through exactly what happened?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and set the stage real quick so everybody can go ahead and get a feel of what's going on. Okay, there's a channel out there called Dawg. Now, Dawg smokes fucking pot, drinks fucking beer. His fucking avatar is a fucking Budweiser symbol, all right?
hmm
Clearly, this
I
guy
know
is
who
not.
that made him. I already know who made them that avatar. So
Well, yeah, that's fine, but the whole thing is that the motherfucker's not geared towards children by no means whatsoever. Family friendly website, my fucking ass. I believe that two people have exposed themselves on this website, their genitalia, including you, WJ. You've exposed yourself. You can say sausage all you want, but you dropped your fucking trousers and you still fucking showed it, your whole fucking genital area. Now, I know that your little fanboys can go over there, they can twist arguments because that's exactly what you do. You twist arguments, but you are no different because, hey, Don, do you remember whenever WJ exposed himself? Do you remember that video? The Dark
It was
Horse?
like three years ago, and I remember, and I'll be honest, I did say that it's possible WJ could have worked the whole thing. I did say that too. I said it's a possibility it could be a real thing. I said it's a possibility it could be a work. And when he said it was a work and everything like that, I told him, I said it was a possibility, but he ignored me. But
Yeah, I mean, the
mm,
whole thing, right, though, with the work was it was a work, but you were brought into the work, as opposed to WJ who came into the work. Um, Somewhere down the line, let's go ahead and be real, he decided to go ahead, drop trowel. Now, he dropped full trowel, mind you. This isn't no whole, he stuck a weenie through a fucking zipper or anything. He dropped trowel and
did
exposed the
not know.
weenie. You remember that, right? How family friendly is that?
I did
So when
not.
you, oh yeah, so I meant for this guy to come over here and come over here and lecture anybody, for this to be him feeling offended and assaulted and whatnot is very hypocritical in and of itself. Now, with that being said, you come on Luke's Dog's channel, and I'm not going to sit there and say that, hey, it was right what you did or it was wrong what you did. Because, like I said, Luke Dog's channel is not meant for kids, anyways. You're not going to have your fucking kid go over there with somebody with a Budweiser sign. You're not going to watch it. So, y'all watch the video. And I know exactly who the fuck is behind a lot of this shit. And this guy has a problem with you. And quite frankly, he has been getting a lot of hate. A lot of people have been telling me about this guy, bad stuff about him, just like he's coming over here telling me bad stuff about y'all. Y'all know Sega Geek and a few of the other ones that were sitting there saying, talking about this guy. Well, this guy right here is constantly perpetuating everything. You know, he's over there in Dark Horse's ear. You need to sit there and talk about Melanie. She's a skank. She's a hoe. The thing that I wanted to do, and I brought her in for an interview, was because I wanted to come over here and say, hey, you can talk about stuff that you like to do. You can talk about, your wrestling. You can talk about divas. You can, and basically introduce her to the YWC in and of herself as Melanie, the first woman of ETA, because she was already starting to get a lot of hate anyways. And me and you both, Don, know uh, the trolls here. We've been through the wars. I mean, a lot of these guys haven't, but yeah, a lot of these guys haven't. So they're coming in, and they're not realizing that this happens the same time every year. WJ's just
You
it
got a good
happens.
point about that, man. It do happens the same time every year, and it seems like deja vu to be talking to you right now because I can just remember 3 years very uniquely, and I can just imagine WJ. He's the kind of guy he doesn't go to sleep. He will basically take this to the ends of the earth, and when he basically says on it, I know you're walking everybody through, but when he basically says flag this shit down and this is going to go where it's going to go, you know where it is going. You know where
Yes,
it is going.
we all know where it's going. And basically, they're not offended. There's nobody over there that was offended.
And don't forget, they act like they've never seen boobies before.
They probably haven't.
Nope.
Just
Never.
I'll go ahead and throw that out there. Take my little jab, all right?
They never
But
seen them before.
okay,
Well, I think the thing about it is, and I can't wait till you get to this part, Shawn, did Melanie and from Melanie told me the story. I watched it. She basically, I'll let her speak for herself because
go
I
ahead,
cherish
Melanie.
women. I love women. I'm not gonna call a woman a bitch or anything like that. If she says to me she was forced to do something, Melanie, I want to ask you right here live. So if
Yeah,
wrestling
sure.
watch this. Were you manipulated? Were you forced to do what you did? If it was manipulation, were you tricked to do what you did? Did you do that because you wanted to do it, or you did it because you got
No.
manipulated or forced? Or
Um, Luke Dog was drunk all the time, and King on the Mountain was high all the time, and I didn't know it. They, you know how drunk men are, some drunk men are. They will like force girls to do anything they want to do. So technically they forced me to do that.
I mean, here's the thing. I think Melanie and I just want to know if I'm right or not. You're young. You're 21, right?
Mhm.
The thing is, I see a lot that you're coming in, you're trying to fit in, and then you're trying to
Yes.
please your friends, is what the deal is.
Mhm.
And this is what I'm trying to get to everybody. I mean, you don't have to do that, Melanie. Like, Don has his haters, and I have my haters.
So do I.
Yeah, and Terrence probably has his haters, even though he's kind of new on here. Um, here's
Yeah,
the
he
thing.
does.
We all have our haters. But you know what Don says to his haters? Hey, Don, go ahead and tell him what you say to your haters.
well, I just tell them they can go kiss my ass.
Yeah. And Terrence, what do you say to your haters?
Fuck you, bitch.
And you know what I tell my haters? I tell them that they can go fuck themselves. So we all got this thing to where, you know, if they're gonna hate you anyways, regardless. They hate me anyways. They hate Don anyways. They hate Terrence anyways. They're gonna hate us no matter what. That just fucking burns them alive whenever I make a video shooting on one of their favorite YouTubers. The whole thing is, Melanie, just be yourself. Just be Melanie. And don't worry about
All right.
what the fuck anybody else says. Don't worry about WJ. WJ is going to be a troll. He's going to be a troll tomorrow whenever he wakes up. He's made a living off of being a troll. He's probably the only successful troll here on YouTube. But he
Well,
is a troll.
I wanna say this about WJ because look, I'm a little bit. Sometimes you gotta let things sink in, and I think he's kind of like because I'm really trying to get what he's doing here because it's to me I'm not getting it because with WJ he was against the world when he went against Bill when he was talking about Bill Cosby, and he talked about how Bill Cosby made these women, pop these pills and, did these things to these women. These women wasn't supposed to do what they didn't want to do what they wanted to do. Basically, Bill is making excuses for why he raped them. And and Whoopi Goldberg. The first person to come to his defense was me. I'm from Philadelphia. Bill Cosby spoke at 2 of my graduations. Okay, I came to Wrestling Jesus' defense. When Wrestling Jesus, they said he was a pedophile. This guy says he's a pedophile. I come to Wrestling Jesus. Wrestling Jesus came to me with the flags. So when I heard Wrestling Jesus speak out earlier, he was basically saying, you know, he didn't. Luke Dawg is saying all this shit about him, and he was saying that he didn't compare the situation with Melanie to Shawn views, and I did something positive toward him. Then all of a sudden it's well 12, almost 12 at night Eastern United States time, and he's saying, you know, all this crazy shit about me and Melanie, and she's a bitch and she's a whore and flagged me down, and I've been off of weed and stuff for 2 weeks, and he didn't get no sleep. I'm thinking, you know, is he going through withdrawal? So I'm like, this is not the guy I've been speaking to for the last 3 months. Me and him had a private conversation on General Jerry podcast, just like I've had private conversations with you. That's not the same guy that I've been talking to. So I don't want to say nothing negative right now, Shawn. I need to just see where this goes, because I don't want to just like jump the gun here on Wrestling Jesus, but I'm suspicious about his behavior.
Here's WJ, and you can attest to this right here. WJ lives off of reaction videos. He lives off of I will give WJ credit in this perspective. He can get his name out there by making his videos or whatnot, because he is a troll. I'm going to sit there and say that WJ is a troll. WJ knows he's a troll. So he makes his living off of reaction videos. Dark Horse promised me that he wasn't going to do this video, and he went and did it anyways. That's why I really got pissed, because from friend to friend, and you know how close that me and Dark Horse were, right?
Mm-hmm.
From friend to friend, if Jerry made you a promise, and then he turned back around on that promise, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you think then? You'd be like, hey, man, you know what? Don't make this video on, say, Terrence right here, because, you know, Terrence was being manipulated. He was being used. I seen it whenever I was watching the video. I had known it was a slow progress. I know Melanie had been going over there. I gave Luke the benefit of the doubt that it wouldn't escalate this far. But, you know, there yet again, that's the problem with giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, is people will always usually let you down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if Jerry came back and just said he wasn't going to do the shoot and then did a straight out shoot on that person that you came over here, like I said, I just did the interview with Melanie. So people could understand that there was a different side of Melanie. You don't have to worry about her boobs or her exposing herself. You ain't got to go over here to Luke Dawg's channel and see that. I wanted them to know, well, she likes scary stories. She likes writing in a journal. She likes, you know, punk rock music and all this other stuff. Now I was trying to say, stick with that. You know, stick with what you're interested in, and the subs will eventually come if you cover your passion.
Yeah.
But there yet again, somebody had to come back over here, because, like I said, I was trying to build you up. I was trying to be proactive instead of, you know, being destructive. And to be honest with you, if they wanted to bring Melanie in there, right, and say, well, we feel insulted by or this really offended us, which you know that they have enough troll accounts together between them all to get that video taken down. The video's still up. They have enough troll accounts to get it taken down. Why is that video still up? It's a little bit hypocritical to me.
Yeah, I want to go on the record, Shawn, to say that I know a lot of things occurred 3 years ago, and there was a flagging, and there was I'm not even saying I'm getting into that, because I heard Wrestling Jesus say flag it down. I've even said flag it down, because we all know that this whole thing can get real bad. I think this is on the verge of getting very, very bad, very, very quickly, and I think that, you know, Wrestling Jesus, you know, me and him seeing eye to eye and everything. Nobody don't want to see Shawn, Polston, Melanie, Terrence, General Jerry, Dark Horse, Danielson, everybody accounts getting shut down. You know, we've all lost a lot. Look, I know how it is to lose, Shawn. Look, I'm not on the main channel. I barely was able to keep that. I know how it is to start from scratch again. Um, and I don't think nobody want to see that. Wrestlingjesus worked hard. He got 2,000 subscribers right now on his channel. I'm a fan. I watch. You know, I don't agree with everything he said. I even told him that myself. But you know, I know SummerSlam right around the corner. But some of the shit that's going down right now, I can say that I wouldn't be surprised by 12 o'clock tomorrow. A lot of shit. This whole thing gets way out of control, and everybody's going after everybody. I can see that happening. That's why I'm glad we're talking right now to that maybe this don't go this direction.
Yeah.
Right, and you know we've seen this before with the hacking. Hey, what channel is this on?
Oh, this is on Uncut. What I'll leave it up so everybody can download it and put it on their channel. I don't mind. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I don't know who's gonna. I really don't want to, because I still have the ability to use Google Hangout on the Uncut channel. So I'm gonna leave it up for a while, and then I'm gonna just take it down and put it on another channel. So I want to give everybody the opportunity to copy it, download it, put it on their channel. I don't mind, because I want it to get out there. But I just want to say another thing, Shawn, is I got Melanie right here. I did not force Melanie to do anything. It was a demonstration. You know, I love to see that. I've admitted that. I'm not trying to act like I'm an angel here, but I didn't force her to do anything. Melanie, did I force you?
No.
No, I love women. I cherish women. Wrestlingjesus even knows that. He even was defending her. That's why I can't understand how a man is going to talk about Bill Cosby and then start calling her a bitch, a whore, zits coming down her tits. You know, I mean, even if it is a work, this is the type of work I don't want to see. You know, I don't know. I have to wait and see what's going on.
Dude, can you link me on Facebook with this right here? Somebody wants to watch.
How do they watch? Do I?
Yeah. Yeah, they just want to watch the live stream.
How do they watch that?
If you go, do you got you know what channel the video's on?
Oh, Uncut. Just send you the channel.
Yeah, just go to the channel and get on the video and then send me the link on Facebook and then I'll send it to them.
And plus, I thought Wrestlingjesus was a fan of the boobs. I thought he was a fan of them. He said he in Danielson's hangout. I was like, the way I was subscribing when he was subscribing, and I thought he was a fan of it. So.
Well, you see what I got in my background right here, right?
Velvet
Sky doing the same thing that you did. Same thing. And I get praise for this.
Yeah. Heck, even me too.
You know, I mean, to be honest, man, all I can say is, you know, things just occurred. So I noticed the first interview, because I haven't done an interview like this immediately after something happened. All I can say is I've spoke to Wrestlingjesus on multiple occasions recently. The man is giving me nothing but praise. He said he loves Don Juan Banks. When I spoke to him, he was talking about Bill Cosby. You know, I'm from Philly. I supported him. We were going through a tumultuous time. He supported me. I'm blown away about what he's saying. So I just have to let things, you know, time go by, and we'll see where it goes. But nobody don't want to see nothing negative like that happen to a lot of people.
Yeah, now, man, we've had the wars before, and we've seen what the wars lead to. It leads to less subscribers on the war, eventually, because you lose your channels all the time, and and that's basically, you lose all that hard work every freaking time, and that's.
I think it's
right now. If I didn't speak about it enough, I thought I went into depth about it. You know, I don't mind going into depth about anything. You know, a la carte, he was very, very pissed off about some of the subject matter that we were covering. I've even spoke to Wrestlingjesus and yourself about it. we were pushing the limits because Shawn Views Entertainment was pushing the limits. We pushed it so hard that a lot of people didn't like what was being out there. They felt that it was a flat out lie. So, we were flagged, and now, we try not to do that. We try to um, gear it toward what is exactly happening, but still try to make it controversial. So we're not trying to say that, TNA, WWE bought TNA. We're trying to say, WWE may buy TNA. We're not trying to do things like that. But we've lost, and, I had to really go back and forth with Google. I have a person, they cost me, and I'm here where I'm at. I'm not getting paid a dime, and I'm fine. I accept the consequences, and I move on. I'm not like, and I ain't trying to say nothing bad about Bruce Blitz because I like him as an individual, but I'm not going to sit up here and start crying and everything because things happen to me. It happened to everybody. You've lost a lot, Shawn. You've had to start over many times, you and Dark Horse. So I don't think that y'all the type of individuals that want to hear somebody having a pity party
Do
about
you
losing stuff.
do you see me crying? Do you see me sobbing? No, I'm a strong girl. I can pick myself back up for this. And you guys are trying saying that I'm bad. I'm have titty tits, and I don't. I don't hold grudges no more. And so what's the whole point?
What's the point? Here's the thing, man. If I wanted to put my little 2 cents in,
Mhm.
this whole thing is just, y'all know the story has been going on. The whole, Luke Dawg forcing Melanie kind of thing. You're just people just getting mad at Melanie because she's doing this and doing that. It's like, so I don't know. It's kind of.
It's no way you can. There's no work, no act, kayfabe that you're gonna that a person can sit up there and say, this person's a bitch, this person's a whore, this person has zits coming down their tits, and,
Yeah.
and if they may have been manipulated, if they may have been forced, okay, you can't sit up there and try to defend a person who is a perpetrator. Okay, don't label me as a perpetrator, Wrestling Jesus,
And
when you can hear from her own mouth that I did not force her to show
no,
that. Okay, I
she
wasn't.
did not force
She
me.
was nervous because of something that happened to her previously, and you should have been able to see that, especially covering the Bill Cosby situation. You make yourself look like a big hypocrite by talking badly about Bill Cosby, and then you're gonna see a situation and call the girl, call her a bitch. And I even wrote to you privately and said that she would come on your show for you to talk to her without me, and you don't call
Without
her a
General
bitch.
Fury,
You call her a bitch, a whore, fat, well, making very obscene, nasty comments toward her. That's gonna stick with you for the rest of your life. And I don't know if you
hmm
want to carry
I've
around
been called worse.
you Wrestler Jesus, this is a different day and different time. When you did 9/11, having something go through the World Trade Building, you affected people's lives. You messed them up for the rest of their fucking life. Okay? So, I thought you
And plus, you were like this, like you were like fat. Also, I'm not trying to like say this, but
are
you
you
were
saying
like
that
yummy.
because he was defending you. Did he say that
Yes,
he had
yeah,
liked what he saw?
yeah. I think he liked what he saw, and then he was subscribing on Dark Horse Hangout what I was doing. I think he liked it, and then
Yeah.
and
Do you think
yeah,
that's wrong? Do
It
you
was
think
on
he liked
my
what he
hangout.
saw
It
and
was
he
on
got
my
jealous?
show that he was.
Did
Yeah,
he
he
get
had
jealous?
seen. Yeah, he said it.
Oh
On
my
my
God.
show. It was on my thing. I didn't mean to be, especially because I like chicks and I like so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like chicks, man? Who doesn't?
Who?
mhm.
Who doesn't like chicks, man?
You're
Uh,
saying that. Yeah, I watched Shawn
Hey,
Paul's.
WJ wants in. Hey, I just want to let you know WJ wants in.
Let him in. This
let
is
'em
what
in.
Let
This
him
will
people
in.
work.
Oh
want.
God.
This is a
WJ,
community.
I am fixing to link you, bro, because yeah, we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait.
The more the
Give people what they
merrier.
want.
You know, this is a
Hang on,
family,
real
man.
quick.
This is a community, man. Anyone can join in. Well, maybe everyone, but we just have to wait and see. This hangout's brought to you by ETA Family. Check this shit
It
out.
won't let me send
Subscribe.
a link for some reason.
I'm gonna whatchamacallit, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
into the
do my
arena US. You know, check out, ETAallday.com. Check out, into the arena. SummerSlam's coming around the corner, August the 23rd, 2015. My man Stage Man, Melanie, the First Lady of ETA. We got Shawn,
All
Polston.
right, WJ, I'm fixing to leave it to you in a. I'm fixing to go back to my video and I'll respond it to you in a comment. Unfortunately, it's not
I'm
letting me send the link in the
right now.
chat box right.
I think this is the first time that uh, me and Wrestling Jesus have been live on the air. He's just made comments, so I'm prepared to respond to those comments live.
Yeah, we could do it live.
And
There we
anybody
go.
can download
Now
this.
I just go check your little bell there, WJ. I just replied to you in a comment, so the link is sent to you.
I will have to mute myself. So
Do 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 do.
Okay, WJ, come on in. Come on in. But yeah.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
It may take him a minute.
So
And like I said, though, I mean, the whole thing is just, granted, he still watches the videos. The videos are still up. They could flag him between. There's so many troll accounts between all these.
I think you know what, Shawn. I want to say this. It's for all of us. I think we all can do something. Some of us are better than others. I'm not going to say that I'm the best right now, but why would I waste my time and try to flag you? I saw you. Melanie was on your show. You've never heard me say anything negative about her being on there. You never heard me say, fuck
no.
Shawn Polston. You have her on there. I never said anything. She went on Dawg. I never even disagreed about that until I saw what happened. She went on. Who else did you go on?
The
No, you didn't go on
Queens
wrestling.
of
The
Wrestling.
Wrestling Queens, yeah.
Yeah, only for what?
Went on those shows. Never disagree with it. I don't control her. If she wants to do something, she can do it. But when someone directly calls my name out, starts stepping on my toes, say they own her. No, I own her. When you want to start running your fucking mouth, and that's what Dawg did. He started talking shit on me, and I want to make something clear. Fuck you, Dawg. Okay? Dawg forced her to do something that she did not want to do. She was manipulated. Okay?
By a drunk.
If it doesn't matter. When a woman doesn't want to do something that she does not want to do, she can be.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Enter the Hypocrisy channel, along with
No, let's get that straight.
Michael
Let's get that
Forrest
straight.
Gump Polston.
Hypocrisy.
Hey, I'm just
Remember,
waiting.
I
I'm just
came.
waiting.
Look,
Go
look,
ahead.
look, look.
Oh,
We
Remember,
might
come
as well
over
go into
here
the
and
debate
get
right
the
now.
I came supporting you when you talking about Bill
You
Cosby.
showed a sausage, and I'm gonna complain about it.
You
But
showed
I'm
your
gonna
ball and
defend this
everything. You
fat
showed your whole
girl.
groin area,
She
dude.
just showed her tits
I
5
like
minutes
turtles.
ago, and I'm gonna defend that. But you're
Okay,
gonna
define double standard.
That's a bad thing.
Define double standard. Oh my god, I can make a stupid voice too. Go ahead. Make your...
Well, where's
Make
your
your
argument, dumbass? Let's go, Tard. Come
Oh,
at
wait a minute, WJ. Hang on real quick. I gotta take down this poster real quick. You might get offended and whatnot. Sorry.
PG,
Sorry,
folks.
don't want to make you so sensitive because she's holding her breast and stuff. Go ahead though. Let's go.
This is YouTube, moron. It's not a porn site. Do you get that?
Did you? I see more. I see worse than there's
Yeah, well,
worse
this isn't
in porn.
Pornhub or
Melanie,
RedTube or whatnot.
I
This
seen
is
worse here
YouTube.
on YouTube. I seen worse
Well,
Yes,
that
I did.
doesn't
Yes,
matter.
I did.
But well,
You're not supposed to show your tits on YouTube. That's
I
plain
seen
and
worse
simple.
things here on YouTube.
Mel.
Okay, shut your fucking mouth. I'll talk with Dawn. What do you have for me, Dawn? I called her a bitch, and I'm not allowed because I talked about Cosby. What kind of retarded argument is that? Come at me. Let's go. Let's hear what you got.
Well, what you're saying doesn't even make any sense because, first of all, Wrestlingjesus.
I've been called worse than what you said, okay? I've been called way worse
Go
than this
do the
shit.
dishes. Shut your fucking mouth. Go eat a pizza. Let's go, Don. What do
I
you
don't
have
eat
to
meat
say?
that much.
Yeah, you eat meat. You eat a lot of meat. Let's go, Don. Talk to me.
I mean, WJ, I'm completely shocked at what you're saying right now because, like, for the last
Because I talked about Cosby. Is that why you're shocked? Let's go. What's your point?
For the last 3 months, Wrestlingjesus, I've been standing right there in your corner when you talk about Bill Cosby and how there was not enough evidence.
I stood by your side when your channel got flagged.
I know. That's why I'm kind of like taking it back at it because you're saying that I made her do it, and she's saying right now, Wrestlingjesus, I can respond to your allegation. Melanie, did I force you to take your clothes off? Melanie, did I?
He did not force me. He didn't force me wrestling.
No, he just coaxed you for about 10 minutes. Oh, it's okay. We're a family. And what did she say? No, I'm trying to fix my reputation. And she shows her, almost bare tits on your channel. So
you're hiding the truth. You're hiding your truth.
Let me talk
I have something.
Or is it just a gang attack? You fucking said, Luke,
I have a question for you,
Polston. Let me talk. I was fucking presented a point. Let me fucking answer. Okay? You said Luke Dawg was a bad guy for getting her to show her tits, yet you go on for like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Oh, we're a family. It's okay. She doesn't want to do that. She wants to change. Next thing you know, kaboom! Right there on motherfucking camera. This is hypocrisy. What do you have for me, Don? Come on.
I have a lot for you. First and foremost, she was traumatized. It's called post-traumatic stress disorder. When
so the best thing to do is to get her to take the tits out again. You fucking hypocrite.
Because I let you speak, you gotta let me speak. Because you said you're gonna give me the opportunity.
Come on, let's go. Let's hear it.
No problem, man. Listen. She was traumatized. That was obvious. Even you have
I'm traumatized.
The statement and said that it was a difference between what Shawn Views did and what she did. She was manipulated. Now, if you want to say
I agree. Yeah,
it's a different. You can say she wasn't forced, but manipulation is a whole different thing. She was manipulated. She went on there, and she can speak for herself. I was speaking to her, and she was very nervous. I asked her to do a demonstration. She was not forced. She and I even said that I did want to see that. I'm not going to sit up here I did want to see that. Melanie, she's part of ETA. This is the ETA family. If a guy is going to go out there and act like he is her pimp, I'm going to make sure that there's no person
that do the same thing.
Woman and do something negative to her. She was manipulated. She was forced.
Do you know that Luke Dawg, he's a drunk. I could tell straight out. I've been around drunk like him all my life.
Earlier. Luke Dawg was drunk. The other guy is high. And apparently that proves that he forced you. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I've been around drunk all my life, and I've seen women.
All right. Hey, WJ.
What's coming out of her mouth? First of all, the thing about it is women don't get enough respect. Women don't get treated equally.
And getting her to take out her tits is respectful.
Melanie, you did not go into that situation knowing that he was going to do what he did to you. he manipulated you. He did not even
He's a
ask.
drunk. He's a drunk.
He
So
made you.
what if he's drunk? Doesn't mean he forced her because he's drunk.
He manipulated.
All you had
I didn't say it was
All you
because
had
of
to
that.
do
I
was
said that he
shut the
manipulated.
camera. All she had to do was shut the camera and block him.
He
That's
felt
it.
like Melanie.
He's
I blocked him.
drunk.
I blocked him.
Sean, ask
I know you like it. I know you like it.
because she's right here.
Everybody's talking at one fucking time.
I know you liked it, so
Oh my
shut up.
god, oh my god,
Even
oh
if
my
I
god.
did like it, even
Well,
if
you
I
admitted
did
that
like
you liked
it,
it,
it's
Wrestling.
YouTube.
Wait,
There was
wait.
nothing wrong with it. You liked it because that's why I had spoke about you in the video, because you was coming to her defense saying it was nothing wrong with what she showed and that you didn't like the comments of Danielson. I thought you was defending her and that you felt.
I never said that there's nothing wrong.
And then Luke Dawg said a bunch of negative things about you and said if you to die, I mean he's threatening your life. Okay, and I'm waiting for the response of what you're gonna say to him.
That's a
Okay, here's
separate
the
issue.
question I have
I
right
made
here.
peace with Luke
What is the
Dawg.
definition of double standard? What's
That
the
is a
definition
double
of double
standard.
standard?
He
Well,
let
What's the
it's what
definition
you're
of double
doing
standard?
right now,
and
Polston.
then he talks about
What's
this
the
woman and calls
definition
her a
of double
bitch.
standard?
Yeah, I called her a bitch. I did
Oh,
because she's
come on.
causing
Hey.
trouble.
Come on.
Hey,
This
WJ,
right here.
WJ.
WJ, I
What's the
Okay,
definition of
one
double
at a
standard?
time. What's
What's
your?
the
Give
definition
me.
of double standard?
Give me your definition. Why should I give you
Oh,
definition?
no, because I asked you first, WJ. Stop twisting stuff.
Why?
Just give me the definition of double
Twist it.
standard.
You want the only thing that's getting twisted is Melanie's nipples on people's videos.
So
That's
you
what's
don't know the
getting
definition
twisted.
of double standard, but you're going to come over here.
I know
what it
you
is.
liked
I
it.
know what it. I know what it is, but what's your
Okay,
point?
Then
What's
go
your
ahead and
point?
tell me what the definition of double standard is.
What's your point? You're going in the pointless direction. You're telling me there isn't a double standard.
Seriously, dude, do you know the definition of double
Of
standard?
course I do, but tell me your point. What's your
Then what
point?
is it? Then what is
Why?
the double standard?
Why do you
What is
want me
double
to
standard?
tell you
Is
the
double standard
definition?
that somebody can do something and not get reprimanded or whatever? It's a different
Yeah.
twist of ideas. Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Is that what it means?
Pretty
Well,
much,
then
yeah.
the double standard would be Luke Dawg comes on shirtless all the fucking time, and
Oh
nobody's
my
ever made a
God.
fucking video about it.
What a
You
fucking
cannot
lame
compare
ass.
genitalia, first
What a
off.
lame
As I said,
motherfucker.
you've exposed yourself before, WJ.
It was a prank, though. That's what your retarded ass doesn't want to understand.
It's something.
The o-
You
the
knew damn
only-
good and well what you were doing. That's the
The-
difference.
the
I
only
mean,
thing-
I'm not saying that she doesn't know what she's doing, but as you
The
said,
only
Dawn
thing
came over here.
that
He
people
sat
saw
there
were
and
pubes.
and he
Ew.
said, you know, he
That's it. The only thing people saw were pubes. A little bit of pubes to make it look real. That's it.
the whole that. You know what I'm saying? You
What?
exposed that shit, dude. You exposed that whole fucking area.
I didn't expose my genitals.
Then, but I mean, nobody really criticized you for
Here's
that.
some hair right here.
Ew, ew.
Here,
WJ.
it's in my
Yeah, because I
stomach.
guess clearly it's okay for
That's
people
on my
to
belt line. It's not even in the genital area.
You're
It's not the
disgusting.
genitals that you saw.
Here's a song for Shawn's view. He's got the whole YWC on his dick because you've been talking about it for 2 years.
That's the
You
only
still bring
thing
it
that
up.
people saw. A bit of hair on my belt line. They didn't even see my dick. Nothing.
They
Nothing.
saw the whole fucking groin area. It was up for about
I did not
a
force
few
her.
months afterwards.
I didn't
It was a hot
manipulate
dog.
her.
I proved that it
Dog
was
did.
a hot dog. You're an
Hot
idiot.
dog.
You
Hot
know
dog.
you're wrong. You
Hot
got
dog.
You
nothing.
showed your whole
You
fucking
got
thing.
nothing.
It wasn't just a few pubes.
Hot dog,
You
hot
showed
dog.
It was
You
up
did not
on the
see
fucking internet
anything
for a long
of my
time. They had to cover that
genitals.
shit up. That had
did
to be
not
covered
see
up
my
because if it wasn't
genitals,
covered
Paulson.
up, it would be flagged. I know for a
not.
fact. I remember WJ.
The
I used
reason
to
I
like
covered
you.
it up when I showed the whole vid proving it was fake is because the wiener looked like it did. That's why I fucking blocked
Did he
that
fix
part.
I kind of suspected that it was a fake.
Well, it was.
You still
Everybody knows
you
it
still
was.
showed your groin, man. You still
WJ,
showed
I
your
just
fucking
didn't-
It was
area.
except for retard desperate
God.
Polston.
No,
Retard
no.
desperate Polston claims
No.
that I showed
You
my
showed the fucking
genitals,
shit just
but I
because you
did
pull your
not.
fucking
He knows
pants
that.
down and put a wiener in front of your dick doesn't mean you didn't expose your fucking groin. Now you can go over there and call
I
me a
feel like
retard all
you're
you
not.
want,
Like I
but you
said,
still look fucking
it
hypocritical.
was like
Oh,
this
Lord.
here.
Anybody with any common sense,
Hair on my belt line. Right here.
I can't see.
I
shit.
don't
Go
want to
ahead.
see it.
That's it.
I'm the
Okay,
retard though,
nice.
right?
That's
Yes.
it. There's nothing illegal. There's nothing of groin there. You're an idiot. You got nothing, and you got a dumb-looking
You
haircut.
come over
What
here
else you
and
got?
you're just trying to make placebos, WJ.
Here's the
Everybody
deal.
saw your fucking video. You can
Oh,
go ahead and
Lord.
deny
You
it.
want the
Colors.
definition
You
of
can't go
doubles?
over
Can I
here and
talk,
fucking-
retard?
and then twist what I'm saying now.
Can I
You
Stop
talk,
gotta
calling
answer-
people
retard?
retards.
No, I just proved you
Yeah.
wrong because you're claiming I showed my dick, and it's wrong. It's a lie.
You showed
Here's
your
the
whole
defi-
groin, didn't I?
here's
See,
the
this is what he
definition
does. He loves
standard.
twisting the argument and says, "Oh, you said I showed my dick. You showed your whole groin. You showed every fucking thing down
Once
there.
again,
You fucking
Once
bush.
again,
you showed
I
the whole
showed
fucking
this
bush.
here, my belt
I can't see
line
nothing.
here
All I can see
with
is
a
your
wiener. That's it. No
Now
fucking
you're playing
groin
with yourself
area.
on the
Not
internet. I
even
feel
close
offended.
to my groin. Not even close. And here's a definition of double standard. Polston giving me crap for an obvious prank, but yet he defends a fucking half mongoloid girl showing her fucking nipples, sucking a banana. That's a double standard. You're wrong.
You lied.
You're
You
a
missed
fucking
it. You missed.
retard. You know you're wrong.
Wrestling
Polston.
Jesus, you know, this is a day and age that we need to cherish women. That
You
we
know
need to
that you're
respect
fucking wrong, Polston. Shut your fucking mouth.
them.
What else?
No,
What else? do you
I'm
have?
not. I know I'm right. It was up for
Women
air.
Tell me what.
I just don't
Tell
understand.
me why you're right. Let's hear it.
It was censored. They don't
But
censor
WJ, can I
something
ask
that
you
isn't
a question? What is
The reason it got censored
you
is
saying
because
that
it
Bill
looked
Cosby
like a
did what he
penis.
did if she was
That's
forced?
why.
What
What's
about?
that,
I mean,
Don?
what's the difference between Bill Cosby doing what he did and she being forced? I mean, she's basically telling you I didn't force her. So if Luke Dawg forced her, you have to be against that.
Well, Don, I don't think that Luke did force her, especially when she's there with a big smile on her face, doing it like she knows how to fucking work it with her mouth and shit. And like I
You
said,
wish.
she could have fucking just closed the webcam and just fucking blocked
Webcam.
Luke Dawg.
I did block Luke Dawg. I blocked
Yeah,
that
now-
stupid cunt.
You know,
But you still went on there and exposed your tits twice, sucking on bananas, looking like a mongoloid whore. What was your point again, Juan?
I've been called worse.
What the fuck did you
You
say,
shut
Doc?
the fuck up. I thought
About Bill Cosby?
I was saying that what's the difference between what Bill Cosby did and what Luke Dawg did? He's forcing her, and if it's not force, it's manipulation.
Well, according to her, listen, according to her, he was drunk, the other guy was stoned, and that means she was forced. That doesn't prove that.
Well, manipulation. It could be forced manipulation.
Well, this looks like manipulation to me here. Oh, come on, we're family. I like your tits. Just show us what you did. That looks like
I
manipulation.
asked for a demonstration, and I let my true feelings be shown, unlike Luke Dawg.
Oh, that you're a pervert? Yeah, I saw that.
I
Yeah.
don't think
You're not a
Feelings
pervert.
There, yeah.
you had liked it. Would that make you a pervert?
What?
You agreed that you had liked it on your last video that you
Oh
did.
yeah, but I didn't ask her to show the tits on my channel to people.
But
so
I
that I can-
offered the interview to you. I said she could come on. I thought, we're cool. She can still come on your show.
I don't want to be gone because I used to like you, Wrestling Jesus. Now I know your true colors now.
Here's my true color right here. I'm not gonna get fucked around with because of you and little white knights like Polston and hypocrite
I
Don.
don't even know
trying
that
to
word.
fuck
I didn't
with
even
me.
No, if I'm called a hypocrite, then that would make you one.
For
Because
what? How? Why?
Bill Cosby and then call a woman a bitch for being
Yeah, so I talk about Cosby raping women, and somehow I'm a hypocrite for calling someone a bitch. So you
she was
Listen,
manipulated.
let me finish my fucking point. You equate drugging women and raping them. You equate that to calling someone a bitch. Are you really
Because she
that
was
dumb?
manipulated. The women were manipulated by Bill Cosby. Don't you understand that?
So me calling someone a bitch is the same as Cosby raping women? What's
The
your point?
manipulation part. That's why you keep skipping that to try to make yourself sound intelligent. Are you going through
I've
withdrawal?
already explained this.
Drinking?
I've already explained the manipulation. She said he's drunk, he's high. That proves she was forced.
Just because someone
And
is
like
on
I
drugs
said,
or doing something don't mean that they cannot still manipulate somebody. You
like
called her
I,
a bitch
like
or a
I
whore. I
said,
said
she
you
could
can't
have.
stand her tits. Why did
Like
you
I
even
said,
watch?
like I said, she could have shut the camera. There is zero proof that she was manipulated. There's lots of proof that she
Melanie,
enjoyed
were you
being.
manipulated?
The guy was high. The other guy was high. The other guy
Were
was
you
drunk.
manipulated? Yes
And what
or
does
no?
that prove?
I'm easily to be manipulated.
Were you
Yeah,
manipulated?
I saw that the way Don manipulated you. Yeah, but
No,
there's no
no,
proof.
He
no, he
There's
did. No,
no
didn't.
right out of
proof
No,
my
that
mouth. I'm not denying
no,
it.
he didn't.
there's
No,
I
no
did.
proof
he
that
No,
Luke
didn't.
here's
Dog
Right there. The proof is
manipulated
in the
her.
pudding. Terrence,
Where's
did you hear that?
where's
yeah,
the
I heard it.
proof?
I
Where's
need
the
to say
proof
Melanie,
something.
that
did
Luke
I manipulate you
manipulated?
or force you?
No.
Okay, that's it, Wrestling Jesus. That's it.
No, but you
This
coaxed her.
this
You
is what
coaxed her
Don.
I
into
didn't
it.
coax her. I helped her because she was nervous and she suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder from what Luke Dog did.
You helped her by getting her to do the same thing, which is showing her tits. Are you dumb?
No,
Are
well,
you
I
really
didn't help
that
her.
fucking
He
stupid?
manipulated her. I didn't. She did it because she wanted to do it to show
Well,
what was right for her.
listen. What she said was, I'm trying to clean my image, and then you kept trying to get her to do it, and eventually she did it. Kind of sounds like you manipulated her there. I
Did I
know she'll
manipulate
agree
you?
with you, because she's a dumb skank with half a brain.
And why are you
But
saying
any
these things?
human being that looks at your video is going to see what happened.
Well, everyone doesn't feel the way that you feel. I mean, you're saying this that I'm doing these things when you basically had said that you didn't even agree with the comments that Danielson had made, and that it wasn't a
Danielson.
problem that she
What the hell does Danielson have to do with our
because he made
conversation?
comments about her, what she did, equating
On
it to.
that hangout, like what you did on that hangout.
What's your point here? You're talking about Danielson, but you're not saying anything.
The rat
What
on
did
the
I agree to?
YWC.
Well, what I'm basically saying
Or
is that
whatever?
I watched a video from you, Wrestling Jesus, and Daniel said
Yeah.
that her showing herself was the same thing as what Shawn Views did, and you said
And
it
it
wasn't.
is. I agree it
It
is.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Not the
Yeah.
same thing.
But then you said it
Why?
wasn't.
No,
No, I never said that it wasn't. No, Polston said it wasn't.
it's not. That's
Trying
because
to
it's not.
impress some fat girl's ambrosia cat, and he's very desperate. But what's your point here, Don?
Fat girls.
I
What are you
thought,
talking about,
I
fat
mean,
girls?
I would have
Yeah,
to see your
honestly.
video again because I don't want to put words in your mouth like you've done to me.
Yeah, so thanks for failing at your recent attempt there. Anything else you got
I mean,
for
I
me?
don't think it was a failure. I think the fact of the matter
Yeah,
is
you were trying to
not
claim
see
that
the
I
video
did
again.
something on Danielson's vid, and it's a complete lie. So
I
that's
heard
a
it from
big
your
fail
video.
there.
I
You
listened.
lack research. You lack research in this Danielson-related argument.
Well, what it was earlier, Wrestling Jesus, is I saw
Yeah.
a video of
Here's the
yours.
deal, WJ. It's not the same thing.
One at a time, Polston. Let him fucking
Felt that
talk.
you said, Wrestling Jesus, in the video that it wasn't a problem with her showing what she showed. You didn't have a problem with that. And I don't think you had agree. I don't know, because what I believe I heard, I need to see the video again. And I know you take your
Well,
videos.
I might have said that I enjoyed looking at the boobies. But I said that there's a time and place for that, and that place isn't YouTube.
I
But
see
my
worse
question
stuff
is, how
on
do you
YouTube.
enjoy watching something that was manipulated, that was forced?
Well, that's what you did too. You understand? And I
You
don't.
are
But
admitting
once
that
again,
Luke Dawg did do that, because I
once
did.
again, Don, I clearly explained that I don't believe that she was manipulated by Luke. That's what you fail to comprehend, and you keep trying to to make it look like I'm a part of this manipulation. Like if I want her to get manipulated for my sick, twisted pleasure, and clearly for the 1000th time, I don't believe that she was manipulated. Simply saying,
I mean, that's your opinion.
let me fucking finish my point. Simply saying he was drunk, he was stoned, bada bing, bada boom. I was manipulated. I don't believe that.
That is not the
fucking
premise of the whole thing. She's saying that they were this, they were that, but you can be on whatever and still be able to manipulate someone. She's a woman, and I don't think that you have
a woman with feelings and a heart and a
I
soul.
don't think you have the fucking right to call her a bitch or a whore, saying zits down her tits. She's a fat skank.
I'm getting sick and tired of her taking her tits out,
100%.
and then I get in shit for it.
You said you want to fucking finish. Let me fucking finish. You are saying right now that she's all these things, and I'm saying that she was manipulated, and you're calling her all these negative things.
And
Where's that coming from?
I don't believe, because one guy was high and one guy was stoned. That's proved that she was manipulated. She still has yet to prove how she was manipulated.
First off,
Prove it,
let me go ahead and
Prove
say,
it.
WJ, big props for coming in here in hostile territory, because we are all against WJ.
Oh yeah, I got no problem with that.
I'm personally.
But
failing, Don, you're personally failing. Yeah, you are.
I'm not against it
I like
anyway.
him.
the difference between Luke Dawg and Shawn. First off, Luke Dawg is geared towards adults. He drinks. He smokes weed. He gets high. So right off the bat, you should already be offended if he's doing it on YouTube, supposedly if you're all of a sudden this good moral person. With that being said, I do believe, Melanie, I'm going to sit there and say this right now, I believe a lot of your problem is that you do try to come out here and fit in.
Can I answer the point you just made at me there about drunk and high there?
Hang on real quick.
Answer the point
Let
that
the
you
man
just
speak.
made at me.
Hang on, let me finish what I'm saying to Melody real quick. This is why I brought you in for the interview. Is because I wanted people to sit there and see the interest that you have, stuff that you would like to talk about. Now, with that being said, you do come over here, and it's like you're trying to fit in. I understand because with the first time with Luke Dawg, you were trying to get on his
I
channel.
used to be an outcast when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I used to be an outcast, and internet was my safe haven. Now,
I know.
Yeah.
I understand that. I can see that. I can see that there's some people who just can't see that. With that being said, you probably do need to stop showing your breast all the time.
Yes. And that includes on Don's channel.
But hang on real quick. The double standard is not you showing. The double standard would be fucking Luke Dawg coming in here shirtless and topless. Being able to do that and nobody gets offended. That's the double standard. Because you did not show your vagina, you didn't show your genitals. That's the problem right there. Do I really agree with the way that you're going about to get attention? I'm not going to sit there and say I agree. I'm not going to sit there and say, you know, you're not. But here's the fucking thing. Like I said, it's not the fucking double standard. Shawn was marketing towards kids anyways. Now, if you wanted to sit there and say that maybe Luke Dawg should put some age restriction on his channel, I would totally agree with that because he does come on camera, he does drink, he does smoke, and yeah, I can understand where you're trying to fit in. And that's what I was trying to tell you in that interview is you don't have to come over here and do this stuff. Just be Melanie, come out here, talk about your wrestling, your divas, you like Paige, you like Cesaro, come out here, do your videos like that. Come out here, talk about your scary books. Come out here and talk about your scary movies. Talk about stuff that interests you. Like, I don't talk about wrestling that much anymore because wrestling doesn't interest me like it used to. So that's to you. But if there's going to be a double standard, the double standard would be, why does Luke Dawg get to come out here with his shirt off and nobody says anything? But a female, that's going to be what everybody tells you. That's
Am
going
I
to be the
allowed to
argument that you have to
respond?
make. Yeah,
Am I
go
allowed
ahead.
to respond now? Okay, when it comes to Luke being drunk and high and me having, if I'm such a big moral person or whatever, when it comes to being drunk, he's allowed to drink on YouTube. There's no rule about being drunk. When it comes to being high, if there is a problem with that, you can flag him for promoting drug use. And if you're trying to equate being high and getting naked on cam, then
She wasn't naked. That's you're twisting the argument. She just
No,
took her top off. She held her breast. That's not being naked. So.
Well, showing the breast it's
You see,
part
Luke
of
Dawg
being
did the whole
naked.
time.
And what's
Let me
crazy
fucking
about
finish. Hey, I didn't get a fucking chance to respond there. If you're trying to equate getting drunk with showing your private parts, your breasts, which means half naked, that doesn't compare. You understand?
Luke Dawg comes on half naked all the time.
Listen. When it comes to Luke being shirtless, again, female breasts, illegal on YouTube. Man's nipples, legal.
Double standard.
No, it's not a double standard. It's legal.
I see, like,
It's legal. Let me finish. I got one more point. It's okay, pretty much, because it happened on Luke's channel, because he drinks and gets high, and it is not okay, because it is still illegal to show your breasts, even if the motherfucker injects heroin in his fucking eyeball on YouTube. That is not a fucking excuse that you're allowed to get fucking, that you can show your tits because the guy gets fucking stoned on YouTube. It's okay. It's not a double standard. The guy likes to fucking shove cocaine up his asshole, so it's not a double standard. That makes zero fucking sense, Polston. Zero fucking sense.
Is the video still up? Is the video still up?
Maybe
No.
nobody flagged it. I'm sure I could get it flagged if I really wanted to.
And
I'm
see,
sure I
that's
can
another
flag it.
fucking thing. Then how come y'all didn't flag it down? Because I seen it just the other day. It was still
Well,
up.
it's down. I just try to go to it now, and it's down. But Wrestlingjesus, I gotta ask you a very, very important question. I will give you all the time in the world to answer this one. This dude basically said this ain't over. Okay, now he's harassing her, saying it ain't over until he gets what he wants. Can you please respond to that?
What do you mean
He
by
wants
gets
me.
what he wants? What is it that he wants?
That he's not going to stop. It's not over with her.
He still wants me, and he's obsessed with me.
That's harassment.
If he's obsessed with her and he's stalking her, then that would be bad. And I never motherfucking said that was okay. If he's actually...
I didn't say you said it was. I just asked how you felt about it.
Well, if he is fucking harassing her, then that would be wrong. Plain and simple.
What happens if he comes on down here in California and it kills me?
Oh my fucking god. Now you're just fucking being over dramatic there.
You don't know about this fool.
Well, where do you get the idea that he wants to kill you? Now you're damaging his reputation, and you can get sued for shit like this.
I don't know about this guy. You never know what his motives are. You don't even know what he is. So.
For all we know, he might just be a drunken pervert, but that's no reason to say that he...
He was talking to an underage girl about what he's going to do to her.
To what?
Remember, he was going to talk about... He was talking about this girl, about how he's going to do to her and stuff like this. This underage girl.
You know what I want to say? I'm going to just say this last thing.
Going on a date with Trap Queen?
Yes.
I have voiced my displeasure about that shit.
I don't think
according to Trap Queen, Trap Queen told me there is no date, nothing's happening. He was just joking around. So
I don't think he's
joking. He's all talk. Don't worry, man. He's all talk. He's all
he
talk, man.
Listen, we don't know if he's all talk or whatever. The guy
if he
had a
would
video.
trust me, if I like Trap Queen, she's one of my home girls on here or whatever. She's friends with Polston as well. If he would try to go after Trap Queen, me and Polston, we would reunite like this, and we would fucking dox this motherfucker and fucking destroy him. That's what we would do.
I think I hear what you're saying and everything. But once you see that this guy is going to really step over the line once again, you're going to be at this guy's neck. I can tell you
If
that
he
right
crosses the line, then I will fucking say, hey, buddy, you need to
He's
chill
been
the fuck
trying.
out.
He's been trying to call you out. He's been
But-
trying to call you out
And
many
just for the record,
occasions.
he's already got another girl on his channel.
Which girl?
Her name is Illuminati. Spelled like.
Yeah, I
Illuminati,
spoke with her. She asked me for about 30 minutes the other day to show my penis, and I did not.
Yeah.
Because
This
you
place
can
is
simply
weird.
say no to that. You understand?
Look,
She
look,
was trying to
wait,
force me, for fuck's sake.
All I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. My whole thing is, Luke Dawg can drink, he can smoke, he can do crack. I'm not saying he did crack, but he can do whatever he wants. It's not about what he's on, it's about what he did. And it's a
Yeah,
difference.
but again, you failed to prove that he actually motherfucking forced her. As I
I'm
see
talking to
it,
her right now, and she said that she was manipulated and forced.
And again, what she's saying is he's high, he's stoned, that's it. She's not explaining anything about
No,
how
I've
she
already
was
think I
forced.
pretty much
Explain to
did.
them how you were manipulated right now, live
Yeah.
on air, so he can
Maybe
hear it.
that would help a little bit.
Melanie,
Okay.
please explain.
I had to leave that whole hangout. Those whole
Okay, you remember when I did the interview with you? Tell
Yes.
us what happened, how he got you to do what you did, and you didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Walk us through it. Don't get
I'll
nervous.
walk you through
From
this.
A to Z.
A to Z, please.
Thank-
Terrence, help me out here.
Thank you, Terrence.
Anytime.
Okay. I was on that hangout for a few hours. I was just sitting there doing my poses and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, he said, "Do what you gotta do, Melody. Do what you gotta do." He was taking a smoke break or like a piss break. I don't even know. It's like a divas match, you know. So, he told me that do what you do best, Melody. And I was like, okay. And he said, and then I was like, oh, and then he came back, and I was like, okay. I was doing what I was doing, and then he said, okay, I'll go back again, and I was doing what I was supposed to do, you know, show something, you know. Okay, I showed what I had to show. So yeah.
It's very obvious right now she was manipulated, Wrestlingjesus. What she's supposed to do? He's telling her what she's supposed to do.
Yeah, but that's not really forcing her. All
That's
these
manipulation. That's
As
why
I said before, let me
Same
go ahead and
thing that you
clarify
did.
something.
same
Melanie.
thing that you did, Don. Him saying, do what you gotta do, baby.
I didn't say
Show me
do
them
what you gotta
titties.
do.
That's just him
Melanie.
acting like a pervert.
Melanie,
She doesn't actually
let me
have
go
to
ahead and
do
go
it.
through this again, real quick.
Forcing her would be a
Didn't
fucking do it, you bitch. Fucking do it now. That would be forcing.
He didn't
Melanie,
call me.
Melanie,
Yes.
hang on real quick. Whenever I asked you just a second ago, you were an outcast, pretty much in school and whatnot,
Yes.
right? Am I not
Yes.
mistaken? This is what I'm trying to get you to understand, WJ. You know, do you have a lot of friends where you live at right now?
I have only like a few friends, but not they're look like close to me. I have a best friend I talk back and forth, and I don't have that many friends.
I remember whenever
know.
you were on my hangout, you were telling me that people found you odd or something or whatnot, right?
Yeah, I
So
have
you're
friends.
just looking for a place to fit in. And whenever
Yeah.
somebody
That
comes
doesn't
over here and
excuse
says,
showing your
hang on,
tits,
hang on, WJ, because I know you're going to have a
No other guy gave me
peanut
that.
gallery, I understand. Now, That's what I'm trying to get at. I can see this. I can see whenever she comes in, she's soft-spoken. Whenever somebody talks to her, she's just like, hee, trying to fit in because she doesn't have a high self-confidence. I see this. I can see this. That's why I
Okay,
wanted
and
to
your
do the...
point is,
The
what's your
whole thing is
point?
she's trying to fit in. So whenever somebody says, oh, okay, go ahead and do what you got to do and all this kind of stuff, she did that to try over there and win affection from Luke Dawg.
Well, that's
That's what I'm
not
trying to
being
say. It
okay.
doesn't,
Well, she doesn't
but
have to do that.
she does. That's what I'm trying to get her to
She
understand.
was
But
manipulated.
what you're doing right now, WJ, what you doing is counterproductive. When y'all go ahead, you bring it up, you make it an issue. That's counterproductive, and especially with the way your
No,
trolls roll.
let me tell you
Because
what happened. I got into a fucking hangout with Danielson. He asked me what I thought about this shit, and I was being extra nice to her.
and I do
I
respect it.
was even nice to you, Polston. I said that you did a nice thing by telling her not to do that shit. And what did I get? I had you and a bunch of stupid bitches telling me that I'm bullying her. Shit like this. That is what led to me lashing out earlier today and shit like this. That's
First
what's
off, I
going
never
on
said
here.
the bully thing. That wasn't me. That was
Well,
saying that y'all were bullies. But with that, in fact, you didn't even address the person that was sitting there saying that y'all were cyberbullying. I told Danielson not to do the video because I had did something trying to be productive. Me and Danielson came on Facebook. He goes, well, I don't think it would be in a good interest for me to do the video. He promised me he wasn't going to do that video. I come on there and he's got a rant on the YWC, so of course I tune in because guess what? I'm subbed. And the first thing he does is go back and do exactly what I told him not to do. Then he brings everybody in because we were supposed to debate. I said, I'll go ahead and stand up for her. I'll do a debate with you. He brings all of y'all in. So now he can come over here and says, oh, well, they're all calling you bullies. Now you, Bearstown, and him, I definitely knew y'all were in there. Half the people that came in later, I had no idea who all he was bringing in. Now, with that being said, of course, with all these people over here
You're
starting to
like,
come
ain't
out
enough
and
on me.
saying, oh, it was bad, she sees this, she has to come over here to ETA. This is the same reason why I got in the YWC in the first place. She feels threatened, and you're not helping that any. That's why I didn't want Dark Horse to do the damn video. And he couldn't get that through his head. Don't mention it. Don't worry
hey,
about it.
I was clear in my video that I was not threatening her. I said it very clearly. I said I like the girl. She's nice with me on YouTube, Twitter, shit like this. I made that clear. I made my friggin' response to you and Ambrosia Cat, and I mentioned it several times again that I was not against the girl, that I didn't want to hurt her. Y'all talked about giving a second chance. I said I'm willing to
No,
give her a
you're hurting
chance.
me.
I don't want to hurt the girl, blah, blah, blah. I clearly mentioned this, never threatened her in any friggin' way at all. So
Right.
she has no reason to feel threatened because of me. Come on
And
here.
the Prodigal Champ video I did earlier today was not directed at you. It was directed at two people specifically. And those two people know who they are. So that video was not even directed towards you at all.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one with Ambrosia Cat.
Well, the one with Ambrosia Cat was during that time y'all were talking about the situation. And as
Uh,
I said, I wasn't even the one to first say the bully label, but now Ambrosia didn't say that y'all were cyberbullying. But we were sitting there calling y'all out basically because Dark Horse said he wasn't going to do that video, being counterproductive. Yeah, she cried because Dark Horse promised that he wasn't going to do that video.
she
And I
cried.
have a lot of fucking shit on Dark Horse right
She
now.
just said, yeah, but Dark Horse is your friend, bro. Why would you do this to him?
Because he made me a promise. He knew I was trying to sit here, help her out because I seen her struggling. I asked him specifically, well, I said, if you do the video, I'm going to come out at you. I said, I'm going to go ahead and respond to you. And then he said, well, we'll do a debate. Okay, fine. Just like we're doing right now. You come in here, I talk to you, you talk to me, we go ahead and give our responses and how we feel about it, and that's fine. I'll do that. Did I want to do it? No, I didn't want to do it. But I'd rather at least come over here and give her a voice and do a debate and say, this is what I see, this is what I think, just like we're doing right now.
Here's the
Then,
deal.
then just have a bunch of people talking about her. I mean, y'all could have easily came in and said, hey, Melanie, we want to go ahead and talk to you, bring you in, and then y'all could have went over there and did something like I did.
Like an intervention type.
If she shows her boobs, people are gonna fucking talk about it. You can't fucking have her showing her boobs and then acting like people that talk about it are bad guys. Come on, dude. Fuck, get serious there. I know you want to defend her and all that there, but you're.
I feel sorry.
So it's okay for y'all to talk about it, but it's not okay for me to make a response? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I said is that she showed her boobs, and people are gonna talk about that. It's expected. Somebody fucking strips down on YouTube. People will fucking talk about it. You can't fucking get mad at Danielson. Threaten. No, I'm not twisting anything. I'm talking about. No. I'm talking about you fucking revealing private info about Danielson. I said, why would you do that? You said,
I'm not going to do that.
You said because he fucking broke a promise by talking about it. Of course, people are going to talk about it if she's showing her friggin' boobs. Come on, dude. Come on.
I didn't say I was going to release any private info. I'm just saying.
You just threatened it there.
No, I didn't fucking threaten him there. If he was here, I would have threatened him. But, no, I'm not going to fucking release, but I know shit that he fucking does too. And he's not exactly the one that should be coming over here talking about stuff, especially with stuff that I know. Now, with that being said,
why can't he voice his opinion?
I will go ahead and expose this right here. This guy has flipped out on me several fucking times. He comes over here, he throws a temper tantrum. He hasn't been the same for the past year, and fucking it's like walking on eggshells with this guy anymore. And I come over here and I've always been trying to help him. I've been trying to be that fucking guy right there that says, hey, you know what? You shouldn't probably go after WJ on the Nancy Grace thing. Don't listen to me. That's fine. I understand. You're siphoning views. I know what you're doing. But I get fucking pissed whenever I go over there every fucking time. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, this isn't the first fucking time he's done shit like this. And I get tired of it. I'm trying to help you out, and every fucking time, it's like I get stabbed in the back every time, and it's just not him. It's multiple people have come over here that I've tried to help out and fucking come over here and stab me in the fucking back. Wouldn't be the first fucking time, but, you know, that's why I just fucking I wanted to fucking move away and distance myself from the bullshit. Because it always comes back to the same old shit. Drama. Just like we're in right now.
Even if Danielson was mean to you, it still wouldn't prevent him from talking about a chick showing her boobs there. I don't know why he doesn't.
He promised me that he wouldn't do it.
He promised you something about a debate. And then he didn't do the debate or something.
He wasn't going to talk about it at all. I got the fucking messages right here. I'm sure another one of them individuals that he promised he wasn't going to do this video to has their message as well. It wasn't just me. He promised a bunch of people because we were trying to build her up. We were at least trying to give her another road to go through. That way people are not looking at her. And trust me on this one, you know somebody on that panel as well that likes to start a lot of fucking shit that has a problem with a couple of these people. Every time this guy right here, he's always coming over here saying the same old fucking shit, and I get tired of that too.
Who's this that we're talking about?
This would be Malik every fucking time. Oh, the first skank of ETA, fuck Juan Banks, and every time you bring him in on a show, well, this is Enter the Arena, this is blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine, get over it, move on. And I've already had discussions with this guy. You've got to fucking move on, man. You've got to move on from your shit, or else you're going to be like some other channels on here that just lived totally on fucking a hatred towards one person. I've got over my shit before.
From what I understand, Malik and her had some previous problems. So I can't speak for him. I don't even know what the hell happened between Malik and Dawn and Melanie, shit like this. But if Malik would just, once again, if he would be harassing her for no reason, blah, 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 then
You
I
said
would
the same
agree.
things like you saying in that video towards
Yeah, 'cause
me.
I'm getting freaking pissed off there. You understand? I keep getting attacked by a bunch of people, shit like this, and I'm getting fed up with it. And I think you're
I'm trying to
lying.
move on
I
past
think
it.
you're lying about Luke forcing you. I think you did it for attention.
You still don't get it. You still don't get it, man.
No,
That's
like
okay. It's
no,
okay.
she
That's
said
fine.
earlier, oh, she doesn't have friends.
You're not
She
gonna
wants
get
to
it. I know
be
you're not gonna
accepted.
understand.
So she showed her boobs to be accepted.
Well, I
That's the same
understand.
thing as doing it for attention.
Yeah.
It's the same freaking thing.
I told you why already, but you seem to. I mean, it would be like freaking trying to breed a fucking encyclopedia into your fucking head, and it's just not gonna happen.
Well, do it. Prove me wrong. We're in a debate. You can prove me wrong. You claim you can debate me on the flat earth. Prove me why I'm wrong right now with what I just said.
I just told you exactly what the deal was. And I told you, Melanie, what to do. I told you that she feels like an outcast where she's at. She is coming over here. She's trying to get attention, but you're not realizing why.
Attention. That's
she
the
doesn't have a
word.
lot of
That's the
friends
word
where
I
she's at.
used.
You can tell she's shy. I know you're not understanding
Shy.
this. I've explained it twice. So if you haven't got the
Shy.
concept by now, you're not going to, man.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
I don't think
When
she's
you
shy there.
when I really meet you in person, I'm very shy, as I could really be shy at times. You know, I'm very quiet. Like my mom will even tell you this.
Yeah, but does your mom know you're showing boobs on the internet? I don't think she'll
She
think
caught
you're
me one
shy after
time.
that.
She called me one time when I was showing boobs. One time.
When
She
was
said,
that?
like 2 years ago, way before all this.
So she has a history of showing boobs, like I mentioned in my friggin' vid. Come on, dudes. Let's get serious there. It's
2
not
years ago when I was on this stupid shit. Not like this, not on YouTube. It was a different site.
Nah, but you still have a tendency of liking to show boobs. It's a thing
Now-
that you do.
Melanie,
Yes.
why did you show your boobs on the other side or whatever?
It was some other site. Some other site.
Was you
2
talking
years
to
ago.
somebody at the time?
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at the time. It was my ex-boyfriend.
So see, your ex-boyfriend wanted to see your boobs. Guess what? Luke Dawg wanted to see your fucking boobs. Enter the arena, wanted to see your fucking boobs. She's trying to get, she's trying to run over here and please everybody by
Yeah,
showing
but
her boobs.
That's not an excuse. though.
I don't give a shit.
What do you mean you don't give
You
a
don't
shit?
understand it.
It's a whole different
What
situation.
don't I understand? I told you already. She did it. I told you like 3 minutes ago that she did it to feel accepted, to get attention. That's what I just
Never said
freaking
that.
told
You
you.
never said that.
Yes,
No.
I did. Fucking
No,
look
you
at the
didn't say
tape,
that.
again, dumbass.
No.
You can look at the tape over. For fuck's sakes.
All I can say, you know what? I hear what everyone's saying. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I have to go to work tomorrow.
I've been sleeping.
What we
Actually-
gonna do here,
actually-
guys? I gotta get off here.
Actually, I've been sleeping this whole entire time.
All right. Well, I all I can say is, I really don't have nothing else to say. I guess I'll see everybody down the road. Ain't no. I don't have any beef with anybody here, because we
Of
all
course.
did also. You ain't gonna hear me making no videos about Polston or WJ or anything. That's about it.
Especially not me.
Not me, because
I don't know about. I will clarify things, like if Luke Dawg calls my name out, you will see beef between me and him.
Well, I
But
will tell you this right now: there will be no videos from my side. This is
yeah, I
it.
don't have a problem with anybody here. I don't have a I just have I just think we have a difference of opinion, WJ. But I don't have a problem like you're gonna hear me doing videos on you or anything like that. No, I don't see that. That's very hard for me to do. But other than that, I'll be just watching. I just Melanie, I think you need to be careful about what you do in the future.
The internet's just a very dangerous place. Watch
Even
out.
if people claim to be family, Melanie, don't show your boobs to them. They're
I won't.
Well, if you're
oh,
directing that at
well, oh,
me,
that's
first and foremost,
okay.
I didn't manipulate or
That's
force her, and that
okay.
came out of her
No,
own
no,
mouth.
no.
Hey,
That
just
Oh,
say, hey
she
guys,
told you she
guys,
didn't want to do
I
it. She
love
was.
women. We have a
W,
Who
W,
cares if you
WJ,
love women, dude? Come
WJ,
I came to
on.
her aid when an individual manipulated
WJ,
her. I don't care what he was on. He manipulated
John.
her. He forced her. That came out of her own mouth.
There's still
I,
no proof of it, though. And
it's coming out of
according to
her
her,
mouth.
she
That's the
was
truth.
drunk. He was drunk.
It's 1
He
a.m. in the
said, do what
morning.
you gotta do, and that's
Go
it.
to sleep.
There's no proof of being
It's
forced
coming,
into
Melanie.
doing it.
Melanie, can you prove it right now? Did he manipulate or force you?
She already tried to earlier that he said, do what
Melanie,
you
are you
gotta
still
do.
there?
Just say,
What?
Melanie,
Yeah, I'm right here. So,
did Luke Dog manipulate or force you in that video?
some more shape or form, he
He did.
manipulated me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Some way, shape, or form. Come on. Anybody that looks at your vid, Don, they're gonna think manipulation. You can
Terrence, do you
say
think
that
I
you love
manipulated her?
women,
You said anybody.
love
You
women,
think I
blah blah
manipulated her?
blah. They're gonna think manipulation. Just say.
Terrence.
I
Terrence.
am gonna fucking sit there and say, Don, you did coax her, and as I said, with her low
Well, there.
self-esteem,
Thanks.
it would be a
Thanks,
form of
Polston.
manipulation. I'm just gonna sit there and say that right
Well,
now.
I
I
mean,
don't. You may
Yeah.
not
somebody think you're
understand that,
dirty.
but it is
If
kind of.
somebody wants to think you're
Exactly,
dirty
Polston.
like
Because
that,
if Polston
they can
is
do that.
against her showing breast, I'm glad
Everyone's
that
different.
he's saying
Everyone's
the
different.
truth
Terrence.
here.
Terrence, are
I'm
you there?
glad. I'm glad that Polston is saying the
Terrence,
truth and not
yeah,
having a double
yeah,
did
standard
you
when
see
it
the
comes
video?
to John manipulating her. Thanks,
I
Mike.
Terrence?
can't,
Okay, I'm not upset with Polston said, but I just want to ask Terrence his opinion because I don't have no control over him. He can say this live on air. I can't do anything. Did you see the video?
no, I haven't seen the video. I just, Melanie told me what happened and all that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
well, I'll wait for, General Jerry to give a response on that and
Uh-huh.
see
So
how he does.
can I just add one more thing? I don't want to hurt Melanie.
You're not hurting
Okay,
me. You're not hurting me
I
at
don't want
all.
to fucking try to ruin her on YouTube like Shawn's view. We all went after him pretty fucking hard. I was maybe the first guy to talk about this. I made sure that everybody fucking knew. I made like fucking 25 vids on that fucking shit. And I'm not trying to ruin Melanie or anything like this.
I'm
I
a fan of
believe in
yours.
I
I'm a big
believe
fan
in
of yours.
Apologizing for
second
all that thing.
chances and all of that,
Are
and
you
I'm not trying to
apologizing for
hurt.
calling her all those things?
No, because I'm
You're not
getting
trying to do
attacked
it.
and
All
shit.
right.
Okay, here's the deal. I did see the Sean's View videos. I did do a response, but I didn't bash him. Basically, what I did whenever I saw the fucking video, I said that Sean flipped out because he's kind of immature, and in his head he was doing what he thought he had to do here on the internet by showing it. It doesn't make it right, but Sean was, you know how Sean gets. He plays with toys, and this Brian crazy guy harassed him for a while. And then he flips out because he's a little, he can be a little immature. He needs to grow up because he's about to be a father, from what I understand. But I've never did a bash video on Sean's View, pretty much, except for the whole e-begging thing. I think I called him out on that. But other than that, I've never really fucking went at Sean for the penis thing. If I still had my video because somebody flagged that channel down. If I still had the video, I could prove it. But everybody's like, you bash Shawn's view, and I'm like, no, I never bashed Shawn's view for the penis thing. I just gave my take on it, and that
You
was
don't
it.
really have to prove that anyway there.
Anyways, Wrestlingjesus, you got like a good amount of views on what you did to me on that video, so I'll let you leave that because that's your
I'll probably
video.
remove the video like tomorrow
No, don't
or
don't
something like that
don't
there,
remove it.
but
Don't remove it. Don't remove it, please. I want you to keep it up. I just want to move past this. And as everybody, I just want to move past this. If you guys are watching, I just want to move past this.
You
You
heard
know,
that from her. You heard from the queen of ETA.
yeah, she
Yeah,
wants to
don't let
move
nobody-
past it so nobody make her show her tits again. Fuck.
Yeah.
And if she,
yes,
No
exactly.
matter who you are,
Somebody comes
if
over
you,
here
if you,
and
no
asks
matter
you,
how much
don't
you
do it.
love women,
hmm
just so you know, if anyone tries to force her, they're
I
gonna
would
do it
think
to
you
me.
would be the first one to stand up for somebody after your Bill Cosby videos, but the first thing you call
hey,
women.
Cosby is about women getting drugged and raped.
Mhm.
Okay, bud,
And
you're not
getting
making any
divorced.
fucking sense. You're not making any sense with this argument, Don. It makes zero sense. We've been over this already.
Manipulated, and you don't feel she's being manipulated.
Like
So
I said, I don't think she was manipulated. Oh, he was
you think that
drunk.
gives you
Once again, he was drunk. He was stoned. Somehow, in some way, I was manipulated. I don't buy it.
if you watch my video, she goes in depth pretty well there. I mean, I think she might be nervous, starstruck by seeing you in Polston. She can't really get the words out, but in the video I did, she explained how she went into that situation, you just gotta watch the video because I don't want to put words in her mouth.
I don't feel starstruck because I've seen him in Polston in a hangout already. I'm like kind of like starstruck because this is my first hangout with you.
So she she said she isn't. She says she is what she's supposed to do. She's giving you all the signs of post-traumatic stress disorder.
No, I'm seeing the signs of a pervert. I'm seeing the sign of a pervert saying, "Hey, oh yeah, you want to show your tits, buddy? Come on." But I don't see him forcing her. What I did see is you. Okay, one at a time. What I did see is you manipulating her, coaxing her for 5-6 minutes into showing her fucking boobs. And yeah, I did like the titties. She has nice fucking titties. I'm not afraid to admit that.
You're hiding your true feelings. You're hiding your true feelings.
Now your true feelings is out. Does that make you a pervert? And it's ironic how you feel about it.
Well, I didn't ask her to show the
No,
tits.
didn't do it.
It's not post-traumatic stress, though. Let's be real. It's not post-traumatic stress.
Don is full of shit, big time here.
Yeah, just like you are.
How?
Just like you are.
How am I full of shit?
You're telling me I manipulated her. She's saying that I didn't.
I did. Look at your fucking dick.
Dawg didn't do it.
You're acting like a big fucking perv. You're acting like a big perv. I listened to her story, and I look at your video, and when I look at both scenarios, you look way more like a manipulator than what Dawg does.
Oh, well,
that's what I see.
I can say
wait. You had one more point. You said I was a pervert because I liked her tits. Weren't you the motherfucker in your video saying that you liked her tits? You asked her to show the tits, you dumbass. What a fucking hypocrite.
Let's go ahead and be real. We're all guys and we're all fucking perverts.
Well,
every damn guy on the fucking planet is
you
Polston, we're all perverts, man.
I'm not denying it.
I said that I wanted to see them. Exactly, that's what I said. You said you liked them, so I said, doesn't that make you a pervert too, dumbass?
Yeah,
no, actually, no.
That's not a pervert. I'm a male. Like I said, if
I
I see...
It.
If I see,
I liked it. I didn't.
Doesn't make us
Wait a second, Matt. Let me answer. If I see Sable's Playboy with her tits, I'm gonna like them. Everybody's gonna like them. Does that make you a big pervert for liking breasts? She has giant breasts. Of course, I'm gonna think it's hot or whatever.
And I thought it was too.
Yeah, but you got her to frickin' show him. That's perversion. Way more perverted
I
than
think
me
you're.
liking it like any other male would. It's a part of our nature. We like breasts. There's a big difference between thinking that breasts are hot compared to perversion.
What I would
Really.
Wrestling Jesus. I like
Anything else you got for me, Don? There.
Wrestling
What
Jesus.
else you got?
Wrestling Jesus.
Michael Jackson raped a kid, and somehow I'm responsible for this, just like the Cosby thing. What else you got there?
Wrestling.
Any other psycho argument for me that doesn't make sense that you got, or what?
Carry on, just agree to
Wrestling.
disagree.
No, I won't agree to disagree
I'm
with
trying to
this.
see if you're gonna give me. I'd wait like 5-6 times for you to let me to speak. I
Come
listen.
on, come on.
Okay, thank you very much. Look, I like her breasts just like anybody else does. You're saying you're allegating me to use a perversion to get her to expose as in a form of manipulation. She's
Yeah.
already did on this hangout 4 times that I did not manipulate her. So that's your opinion.
Well, you did today. You did today.
I didn't manipulate. So she
Well,
said it on a
that's what I think. That's what it looks like.
Fine.
She said that she didn't want to do it. She said she's trying to clean her image. Did she not? And you kept pressing. You kept pressing for her to do it, and eventually she gave in. That's manipulation.
Never
That's
gave in to
that's
anything.
force.
because
She
never was-
took out her fucking titties right on your fucking interview. Are you going to deny that or what?
Because Polston just said that she did not expose her breast because she has to show the whole thing. And she
Yeah,
didn't
but she
show the
still
whole
showed most of it besides the
thing.
nipples.
That's not showing the whole thing, Wrestling Jesus. You
Also,
gotta
what? You know what I fucking mean there, Don?
My
That's
nipples. Oh wow.
Come on,
Look, we got
Shit.
Melanie
fucking
right here.
doing.
She did that. I didn't manipulate her. That's the end of story.
No, she said she didn't want to. She looked like she was uncomfortable. She's
She
like,
didn't want to do it for him. She didn't
She
want
was
to do it
like
for
this.
Luke.
No,
and
Don.
you kept
This is what
going.
WJ is trying to say. She didn't want to. She wanted to clean up her image, and whenever you go over there and you tell her,
Right here,
well,
Shawn. She
well,
can speak
well,
for
hang
herself.
on. Let me finish real quick.
She already
Let me
said
finish
I
the whole
didn't
thing.
manipulate her. So, you know, all
No,
this about trying to walk the story,
Doesn't matter what she says.
that's not the way that it is. Because
Dude, dude, listen.
The big
Right
fan
here.
girl of yours.
literally right here. Now I'm being double teamed about
People
the
can look
facts
at
here.
your
I'm just
videos.
trying to tell you, man. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to help
Let
you out.
Polston talk. Go, Polston.
Now, why
I'm
you
not
defending
gonna
him? Because you get a kick out of this
You
because you're
mentioned him.
tag teaming right here.
I'm not going to sit there and say that
it's
you meant
okay
to do
that
it.
it's 3-on-1 for fucking an hour and a half. Polston wants to give a point when he happens to be on the same side as me. Now you're tag teaming. Now it's not fair, huh? You fucking hypocrite. Go ahead, Polston.
Don, here's the deal. You may not intentionally have done it or without reason. I won't say that necessarily. But we've already been through this. Melanie's shy. She's trying to fit in. Right now, she may feel like a bug on the wall because the people are doing reaction videos to her and she feels bad. Whenever
I feel like
she
being
comes to
ganged up
you,
on.
when she comes to you, she's like, well, I'll go because me and Don and Jerry, you know, they're my friends. They'll take me back, yada, yada, yada. All's forgiven. Whenever you come over here and say, well, let me see those boobs, the ETA families, she's kind of got it in her head, well, I need to show my boobs because everybody's coming at me all of a sudden. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting.
Let me talk right here. WJ, I think I should be able to talk right here. Melanie,
No.
for the
No.
20th time, can you tell Wrestling Jesus in the public that I did not manipulate or force you to get you to show your...
Doesn't matter what she says. We
Well,
can
you're not
see it.
allowing her to fucking answer the question.
Yeah, I know she's going to say that you
Melanie,
didn't.
can you answer the question,
I'll
please?
say you didn't. But if
Melanie?
we look at the tape,
Melanie?
we can fucking see that you did.
Look, you're not going to even allow the one. Do you have a
She
problem?
already said that you didn't
Because you
earlier.
already
We've
gone
been
through a
through
bit
this.
before Zit's
You're
coming.
using a fangirl of yours. You're
You know, I
using
mean, you don't even let the woman
to
speak.
agree
Bro.
with you to
Which is
try to
really
clear
big
your
point.
name, but we can see
About how
that
I'm a
you did it.
pervert because I like breasts,
You're
but
a
you don't like
pervert.
the breasts, and you're
You
not
are
a
a fucking
pervert. That
pervert.
doesn't make any sense. But I manipulated her, but Loop Dog
You
did. The
did.
same guy that says he wants you to die and been attacking you for weeks.
Like I said, I don't agree that Luke Dog did in fact manipulate her. Maybe he
Yeah.
did
He's
act
been
like a
trying to.
pervert.
He's on your case all the time.
Thank
Maybe
you,
he
Melanie.
did act like a pervert,
Speaking
but
for
he did
herself.
not
The woman
force her to
speaking
do
for
it.
herself right now. You don't want to listen to what she's saying because you know what she's saying.
Okay, let her talk. I'll listen.
Well, the first question I want to ask Melanie for the 30th time: did I manipulate you to show anything?
No.
Thank you.
Like I said,
Now we can go home.
Like I said, all people have to do is look at the frickin' interview.
Yeah.
She
It's
said
on the video, man. It is.
said no. She said she was trying to clear up her image, and you kept pressing, pressing. Oh, it's okay. We're family. Like Polston said, she goes to you for comfort. Oh, we're family. And then kaboom, she does it. I don't care if she denies it. Right now, she's against me.
I don't care what
She's
the
your
woman
buddy.
says.
Of course, she'll agree with you.
Got zits coming down her titties. I don't give a fuck about what she says. I'm not here to destroy her reputation, but I made a 16-minute video about how she's a bitch and a whore with a hip.
I did. I'm not denying it. I did. And I did like her tits in a non-perverted way, in a human nature way.
You watch porn?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but not on YouTube, though. Not on YouTube.
There's girls that shake their asses on YouTube, so.
Yeah, ass is legal on YouTube, not tits, though.
There's things like how to examine tits on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
those are doctor shit there. I've seen stuff like this there. That's the kind of stuff that Shawn tried to use as an excuse when he showed his cock. There's shit that they show for operations, stuff like that. You showing your tits was not an operation, girl. It was not a medical examination.
I think Melanie, don't even, at this point, I think she's being badgered, and so I have to just say,
You're lame, Don. You're fucking lame.
We're gonna move on
You
tonight.
You got nothing.
I gotta go. If you want the last word, I don't mind, but this is all I'm gonna say. I have to go to work.
I have to do that thing
Thank
where
you.
I sleep.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
It's 1 a.m. in the morning, 1:30 right now.
I gotta get something to eat.
All right, and it's going up. I'm a man of my word. You guys know me. It's going up. Download the video, put it on Wrestlingjesus archives and everything. And I hope everyone enjoys SummerSlam. August the 23rd. Take that time to subscribe because SummerSlam is gonna be crazy. And Thank you, Shawn Polston. Thank you, Wrestlingjesus, Terrence, and Melanie. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good one.
It's a good morning.
Bye.